feeding and swallowing is the only physical task where we use all of our senses at once. And when we swallow, we also use 26 muscles. And we use all of our organs when we're eating and swallowing. So one of the biggest, you know, biggest goals of feeding is tolerating the different textures, tolerating temperature. And so all of our eight senses need to be organized and working together. And interoception is sensory, right? So we need to take in all of that information. So a lot of times what happens is that kids start to eat, and it depending on the relationship with the person feeding them, they may not like the touch of the food on their face because they've never experienced that before, because the person feeding them was wiping their face down, right? So one of the most important parts of feeding is playing with your food, touching your food, having food all over your body so you can feel the food. And even before that, you need to smell the food, and you need to have interaction with the food on the table before it even comes near you. So, some people think that eating is easy. We sit and we eat. That's it, right? 2 steps. And it actually takes 32 steps in the eating process for a child or anybody to accept food. So, when we look at a child, we start from square one when we get evaluations in there. Can they even tolerate the food from across the room? Because our sensory system, again, they might have a hypersensitive nose, or they might be hypersensitive, they don't like touch. So every single food that they come into contact with, they should have those 32 steps in place. Now, if they are not to that point of biting and pulling the food, chewing it, making a bolus with the food and swallowing it, that's like the last step. We have to see where they are in that food continuum. So I have kids that cannot even tolerate the smell of something across the room. So we have to start at that step right there.